Before we start, check this out. This is my personal option trading account. It's worth about $430,000. In February, it generated over $18,000 in net positive cash flow. That's from doing things like selling options, collecting dividends, pocketing some interest, as well as paying some fees that my broker charged me. So the real question is, where did this $18,000 come from? This is my personal account, so I know exactly how that happened. But I also know there's some people who are thinking, that's impossible, or you must have taken some big risk. Because there's no way that selling put options and doing some cover calls can generate that kind of income safely. And honestly, if I didn't know what I know today after trading stocks and options for over 20 years, I probably wouldn't believe it either. But I saw this happen. I actually did these trades in my own account. So what I'm going to show you today is exactly how I generated that over $18,000 in my $430,000 account last month. And you're going to see something that you might not expect. You're going to see that this cash flow, it didn't come from some crazy risky trades. It mostly came from some very normal option trading strategies. Things like selling cover calls, selling cash cure put options, and then a few more advanced techniques like doing butterflies, but also collecting some dividends. So here's the real question we're going to answer in this video. Was this just some fortunate or lucky month, or is there actually a repeatable strategy behind it? Let's break down exactly where this $18,000 came from. I've color-coded this spreadsheet for you so you can easily see where the income came from. The light purple color boxes, that's where we collected some dividends. The green boxes, that's where we sold put options. And then when I rolled cover calls or rolled cash cure put options, those are here in this light beige color boxes. And then my butterflies are in this light red color boxes. And we adjust those as the trade progresses. Now I want to pause here for just a minute because I just mentioned a term that you probably haven't heard very often, and it's butterflies. If you're watching this video, you've probably heard about cash cure put options and cover calls, but butterflies may not be in your world yet. Let me show you why I like butterflies. Here's a trade I closed out several weeks ago. It was a butterfly I was in for about 29 days, as you see here. Now this butterfly started out a lot different looking, and I won't go into that, but I want to show you why I started trading butterflies. Notice on the day of expiration, I had a guaranteed profit to the upside. At minimum, I was going to pocket about $2,300 for this position. And at worst, if the stock just crashed during the day, I would lose about $500. But in reality, when I closed this out, I pocketed right at $3,192. And just so you know, this is a relatively new trade for me. Although I've been trading stocks and options for over 20 years, this is the trade that I've really learned and been trying to practice and get better at over the past several years. I like it because it's a lower risk trade if you structure it right, and it can adapt as the trade progresses. In fact, when I initially started this trade, I had a little bit of risk to the upside if the stock went up, but I had about $17,000 at risk if the market would have crashed way down overnight. But as the trade progressed, I narrowed my possibility of losses while it gained profit. So on the day this expired, I had no possibility of losing money to the upside and a very small loss if the stock just crashed way down really fast that day. I just thought I'd mention that to you because I've been trading stocks and options for a long time, but even to this day, I'm still trying to learn. I want to pocket more cash with less risk, and that's why I like butterflies. Now I'm going to scroll down for you here so you can see all the trades we did in this account in February. Now one more thing I want to point out is that where you see BTCP, that's where I bought to close a put option. So I closed it out generally for almost full profit. I usually closes out about 90% profit. And here you see the last few trades for the month of February. Notice that the total net cash flow was $18,074. But this creates a very important question. Can a $430,000 account really generate this kind of income every month? Now, I will tell you, unfortunately, I am using some leverage right now. I had to pull some cash out of this account for a couple of real estate deals that I'm doing. And I don't like doing that. I don't like using much margin and leverage. But right now I am. I hope to return that cash in the next month or two. But these trades, they're not high risk trades. They're not gambles. They're simple strategies like cover calls, selling cash cure put options, and doing things like poor man's cover calls with some more exotic and advanced strategies like butterflies sprinkled in. In fact, one poor man's cover call trade I've been in for over 5 years is my poor man's cover call in the 3x levered ETF TQQQ. If you'd like to see how much I've pocketed during the past 5 years in just that one position, check out the video, the link above and in the description below. But in addition to butterflies, a lot of the stocks I trade in are dividend paying stocks. So when put options are assigned to me, I start collecting nice dividends. And then one of my favorite strategies you see here in these light red boxes. That's where I roll put or cover call options. If nothing has changed, I just simply roll the option. I may roll the strike price up or down, but I simply roll it out. I don't have to find a new trade because I still like where that stock is trading at. This is simply just turning stocks I already own or feel comfortable owning into income producing machines. There's a criticism here about this strategy. People say, well, doesn't that underperform just own the stock outright? Wouldn't you just be better off just buying the stock. They say if covered calls are so great, why don't covered call ETFs beat the underlying stock? And that's actually a great question because they're not entirely wrong. For example, here you see two popular indexes. In both cases, only the underlying index over the past year would have beat slightly only the covered call ETFs. But here's the thing most people miss. These covered call ETFs, they don't consider what's happening in the market. No matter what's going on in the market, they're always capping their upside. And they're not strategic when it comes to timing their entries, timing their exits, or timing when they roll those covered call options. The way I like to sell put options and trade covered calls is by carefully picking my stocks. I then analyze support and resistance when I'm buying and selling options. And if it's an individual stock, I'm very careful about trading around earnings. Then I really spend a lot of time thinking through when is the right time to roll an option. The difference is in how the strategy is used. But that still doesn't answer the biggest question. Was February just a crazy, wild, fortunate, or lucky month? Let me show you the 2 months before that. Pay attention to this column here, column E. This is January several months ago. As I scroll down, notice the numbers generally tend to go up as we collect net cash flow in this account. And here you see the chart creeping on the side. No, we didn't pocket $18,000 in January, but we did pocket nice premium. For the month of January, I pocketed net cash flow of $8,193. What about the month before that? Again, pay attention to column E here. Notice the net cash flow as we do our trades and roll our options throughout the month. And here you see our chart creeping in. And here you see at the bottom our total net cash flow from selling options and collecting dividends. We pocketed over $13,500 in December. So yes, February was higher than normal. Some months will be higher, some months will be lower. But this income, it didn't just come from one trade. It came from dozens of option sales. It also included dividends and interest we pocketed on the stocks we own and the cash we had sitting in our account. And so what I really like about this strategy is that it's coming from multiple strategies combined. They're all working together to generate consistent net cash flow. So let's answer this question once and for all. Was this luck or is there a repeatable strategy here? Here's how I've designed my strategy. First, I only trade in high quality companies or ETFs. Second, I only sell covered calls at strike prices I'd be okay or happy selling the stock at. Third, I sell puts at strike prices I'd be very happy to own the stock at. Fourth, I collect dividends on the stocks I trade in. Most of the stocks I trade in are dividend paying stocks, and that's the easiest income I get every month. And finally, because I'm always learning, I've learned a new trade called a butterfly. And as every day progresses, I get better and better at this strategy. And because of that, it's starting to throw off some nice consistent cash flow with lower and lower risk. And then I just repeat this process over and over again. No, I don't expect to pocket $18,000 every month. This is a bit higher than normal, but it does show something important. When you combine trading in good stocks and ETFs, option trading, and a well thought out trading plan, your portfolio can become a cash flow machine instead of just a number on your screen that you can't control. So now the question becomes, can you structure your portfolio to do the same thing? Or are you still relying on only the market to go up? If you'd like to get an alert whenever I buy stock or sell options, check out the benefits of becoming a patron down at the link in the description below. Picking the correct stocks is very important if you're going to trade options. To see my most profitable and favorite stocks over the past couple of years, check out the video at the link above and the description below entitled The Best Stocks for the Wheel Strategy. Until next time, happy investing, and we'll see you again soon.